Here are a few of the strange stories of members of royal families. Number 8. Prince Jeffrey Bolkiah, Brunei. He's the younger brother of the Sultan of Brunei, Hassan Bolkiah, and he's easily one of the richest people in the world. There's no denying the fact that Prince Jeffrey loves to spend money. For example, he spent roughly $3 billion in the past 10 years. He was reportedly spending an estimated $50 million a month at one point. But where did the money come from? Authorities discovered that Prince Jeffrey had personally blown through $14.8 billion from a government oil investment fund he was overseeing. The crazy thing is, he used to be the Minister of Finance. Because of his accusations of misappropriating funds, Prince Jeffrey was ordered to return his assets to the state of Brunei. This included more than 500 properties around the world, more than 2,300 cars, 5 yachts, and 9 airplanes. However, he of course decided to fight the charges, and the legal battle has ended up being the most expensive court case ever. Another example of him blowing through money was him paying $17 million for Michael Jackson to perform at his 50th birthday. That's not crazy, right? But wait, in order to have MJ perform, he needed a stadium, so he had a stadium custom built just for Michael to perform. However, he did not make the concert free for the people of Brunei. Then there's the women. He has 3 official wives, but he supposedly kept 40 different women around. We're not going to go too deep into that since we know you can imagine the things he was doing. Number 7. King Carl XVI Gustaf, Sweden. He's the Swedish king who's been holding the throne for the longest in Swedish history. He's called Carl XVI, but in reality, he's the 10th and not the 16th king named Carl. Why is that? That's because a royal historian named Carl invented a group of kings that never existed. His name is just a continuation of a tradition. Carl Gustaf ascended the throne as successor to his grandfather, Gustav VI Adolf, from 1973 to the present day, smashing the record for the longest reigning monarchy in Sweden. However, a short while after he became king, a new law took effect that formally stripped him of his remaining executive power. The new law limited him to ceremonial functions and basically just informed of what's going on. But that doesn't stop him from doing things within the royal house of Sweden. For example, he's demoted a sister, elevated several commoners to royalty, and also created new Swedish titles. But his biggest scandal was in 2010 when a tell-all biography claimed the king had frequented let's call them X-rated parties and strip clubs during the 90s. Yes, all this was done behind the Queen's back. Supposedly, the king also had an affair with Swedish pop star Camilla Henmark around the same time period, except this time, the Queen found out. Number 6. Princess Sheikha Latifah, Dubai. Sheikha Latifah bint Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is the daughter of the ruler of Dubai and the Prime Minister of the UAE, Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. Being a princess may seem like a dream life, but this isn't always the case. She tried to secretly escape her life in Dubai in 2018. This wasn't her first time trying to escape. Princess Latifah has been trying to escape her life for a long time. She claimed that she was detained against her will for 3 years with periods of solitary confinement, ever since her first failed attempt to escape Dubai back in 2002 when she was a teenager. All she wants is a life of freedom and choices. Before her escape attempt, she recorded a 39-minute video detailing why she was trying to escape for a second time. She says that her father was the one who took her freedom from her because of her not following the customs and traditions of the ruling family. Did she successfully escape? No. She didn't reach India, where she was trying to go. The yacht that she was trying to escape on was intercepted by Indian and Emirati forces, and she was taken back to Dubai. Her last known public appearance was in 2018. Months after her second escape attempt. Number 5. Sheikh Mohammed, Dubai. We just finished talking about Princess Latifah. It's time to talk about her dad. Sheikh Mohammed is one of the world's richest and most powerful people. He's one of the most important personalities and influencers in the UAE and the Middle East in general. He's the owner of the Godolphin Racehorse Stables. He set up the Dubai Shopping Festival. He adopted the Burj Al Arab project to project one of the tallest hotels in the world. We can keep going about his list of public accomplishments, but we just talked about one of his own daughters trying to escape the family. And she wasn't the only family member trying to escape. His other daughter, Princess Sheikha Shamsa, had tried to escape her restricted life as well in 2000. Both of the princesses were taken back to Dubai and put under house arrest. His wife, Princess Haya of Jordan, escaped Dubai in 2019 with her 2 young children to England. With all these family members leaving, we can easily guess how Sheikh Mohammed wields his wealth and absolute power against his own family. Number 4. Princess Delphine Boal, Belgium. When Princess Delphine was first born, the general public didn't know who she was, but she was certain that she would be a princess. Why? Because she knew that her dad was a royal family member of Belgium. It wasn't until 1999 when the public began believing that there was an illegitimate daughter of King Albert. During the late 1960s, Albert was Prince Albert of Liège, and he was married to Paola Ruffio da Calabria, an Italian princess with whom he had 3 kids. Princess Delphine was born in 1968 to a baroness named Sybil de Sils Longchamps. She was a mistress of Albert. To make a long story short, Delphine was right. She had been fighting in the courts for over 6 years to prove that the former King Albert is her biological father. One big reason she wanted to prove it is because she would be entitled to 1/8 of her dad's estate. For quite a long time, she was hidden from the public, even though Albert regularly visited her and was present in her life before he became the king. Albert didn't expect to be king because his brother was first in line. However, in 1993, Albert unexpectedly became king after his brother died of heart failure and left no kids. That's when Albert decided to cut all ties in order to not bring a scandal to the family. So the existence of an illegitimate daughter became a state secret. Throughout the years of rumors, King Albert acknowledged the difficult stages of his marriage in the 60s and 70s, but on the other hand, he never officially recognized Delphine for years as his 4th daughter and didn't appear once in public with her. A DNA test in January of 2020 finally revealed the truth that Albert was her father. He finally admitted her existence after years of absolute denial. Number 3. Prince Fake Jeffrey Bokaya, Brunei. The prince is the son of Jeffrey Bokaya, the guy we had talked about earlier with the massive spending habit. Except for Prince Fake, his life is interesting in a not-so-scandalous way. Fake is a professional soccer player widely known as the richest footballer in the world in the soccer world. But that's something he's not wanting to be known for. Nor is it really true since the money isn't really his, yet. Fake was actually born in Los Angeles into the royal family. However, just because he was born into the family made him a celebrity in Brunei. And because of who he is and his interest in soccer, he's been able to be the captain of the national soccer team in Brunei. This is despite the fact that he's never played a minute of professional football during his time in England. However, even though he's wielded his privilege in his home country, he's still able to have a developing soccer career because of his talent. There's supposedly very little evidence of him coming from a world of unimaginable wealth, something his past coaches and teammates have said. In a rare interview, Fake said that he's played soccer as early as he could remember, and that's what he's been completely focused on his entire life. He stated that he's always dreamed of being a professional soccer player, and his parents have always been supportive in helping him to achieve that dream. As of 2020, he's still developing his career and playing for the Portuguese club Maritimo. He's previously spent his career playing in England for clubs such as Chelsea and Arsenal. Let's just say he isn't playing soccer because he needs the money. Number 2. King Vajiralongkorn, Thailand. Maha Vajiralongkorn is the current king of Thailand. As of 2020, his net worth is estimated to be around US $30 billion. On paper, he seems like a normal king. For example, he graduated from the Royal Military College in Canberra, Australia, and worked as an officer in the Thai army when he was the prince. However, he hasn't exactly lived up to his dad's reputation since he's taken over, and he hasn't earned the trust of the Thai people. Thai protests have happened throughout 2020 against the Thai monarchy. Before he became the Thai king, he had a reputation for a playboy lifestyle. As a prince, he spent much of his time living a luxurious lifestyle in the mountains of southern Germany and Austria. He was often seen speeding around the German countryside in a white Porsche 911 Turbo. He was so pampered as a kid that he once admitted to an interviewer that he couldn't tie his own shoelaces all the way until he was 12 because someone else had always done it for him. Then there were all the women. But we'll give you the short version. He's been married 4 times, and his first marriage was to his cousin.
His most recent marriage was in May of 2019. He was marrying his former bodyguard, who's now the current queen.
But let's get into his relationship with his dog. No, it's not that strange to have an official royal pet, but the king had a strange obsession with his late dog, Fufu. He used to dress Fufu in a Royal Thai Air Force uniform. Fufu was also promoted to the rank of Air Chief Marshal, and that's not that strange. But he also gave him a seat at official dinner dates, so Fufu was there for all the important royal events. Fufu was also given the official title of Crown Prince of Thailand while he was alive. This is where things start getting weird. In 2009, a video went viral of his third wife feeding Fufu its birthday cake and eating cake out of the same bowl as Fufu while she was in her underwear. Then in 2017, pictures surfaced showing him at the Munich airport wearing a white crop top with jeans. There was also a video of him walking around in the crop top while eating ice cream in a shopping mall. And those tattoos? Yeah, they aren't real. When these pictures and the video of him hit the internet, he threatened to sue Facebook if they didn't take down the photos. Having unflattering pictures of him was something he wasn't used to. That's because people in Thailand aren't allowed to criticize anything he does, and that includes making fun of him. The Thai monarchy is protected by strict laws that protect any royal family member from any harm, and that includes any criticism. Number 1. Prince Harry and Duchess Meghan, England. How often does a prince decide to leave a royal family? In January of 2020, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry shocked the world when they announced that they would be stepping down as senior royals. It came as a shock to the royal family as well. They were in the dark just like the rest of the public. Some people blamed Meghan Markle as the reason for her and Prince Harry leaving the family. Her first year as a royal family member was far from smooth sailing. She was given the nickname Duchess Difficult shortly after her wedding to Prince Harry in May of 2018. The couple's reasons for their split from the family appear to be the treatment they've received from certain members of the British press ever since they got married. They also felt like they were literally being driven out of the family. Supposedly, Prince Charles had told them that they wouldn't be part of a smaller working monarchy anyway, so they decided to leave. The only situation that's been close to Megxit was the abdication crisis of 1936. That was when King Edward VIII stepped down from the throne in order to marry Wallis Simpson, who was twice divorced. Here's what's next.